This is an awesome looking figure who was always way too expensive for me, but I finally found him on sale and I decided to buy him. This is the Hasbro Marvel Legends retro styled lizard figure. He's packaged as though he's like from the old cartoons, from before I was born. I'm very nostalgic for the 90s and 2000s Marvel era, so this looked right up my alley. I much prefer comic designs and the animated characters to the movie likenesses, so I always really wanted this guy to go along with some really good figures, but I suspect that NZ sold this at $60 because of the sticker on the front of the package. I barely like spending $40 on an action figure, so there was no way I was gonna go $60. Finally, he dropped down to an affordable price, so here we are. I love the vibrant colors here on this package and even on the toy itself. He was always an easy toy for me to want to buy, but I just hated that price now that I have him and I have a really cool Spider-Man figure to be paired with him. I have to open this from the bottom of the pack, but if you are careful, you can probably save the packaging from being truly destroyed. Here he is straight out of the box. I adore the colors so much. I love the whites, the purples, and the greens, which immediately stand out on this figure. So here he is in hand, great sculpts all around, and I really love the silhouette that he casts. Head articulation allows him to go up and down, side to side, some pretty solid stuff. He has multiple points up his spine for some chest movements, side to side in the upper torso, and a good spine bend as well because of this point near his stomach. Bends almost like he's Spider-Man. Arms move up and down and out as well, some bends and swivels, so even more articulation for his arms. The elbow has that bend where both his upper and lower arm can bend at the elbow, so he can practically touch his own face very easily. Wrist joints have the same articulation as the arms, in and out and up and down, which is great. The same articulation is on the other side, good stuff. He has no movements at the hips, the best that you can get is the top half of the body which can move around. The hips are stationary, not too bad I suppose, but I would have preferred some nice hip movements. Legs can easily move in and out, and the legs also have rotation at the top here so the leg itself can rotate. The knees have that same movement of control as the elbows, which is great to see, and that makes for some very good dynamic leg poses. Surely that means that the feet follow with the hands? Yes they do, up and down but also a rotate. Great articulation all around. He's pretty sturdy and easy to make stand actually. I don't yet have the tail on and maybe that's what will change some things. His accessories here are actually one of my favorite parts. I think they're really solid. The alternate head is significantly better in design, and this is the head that I will be selecting. He looks a lot more like the lizard here, or at least my interpretation of the lizard. I love the tongue and the jaw, almost looks like it can move, but unfortunately it can't. The yellow eyes are a really good feature as well. An extra pair of hands, one is in a clenched fist and the other is an open hand for holding onto his next set of accessories. Two science lab flasks, one with a red liquid inside and one with a yellow. I really love these inclusions. The red one works the best I think. I'm not really sure why the yellow one doesn't fill the flask here. It just looks a little distracting. He's also got his big long tail with the bendy wire inside for some minor movements. So now I'll go ahead and equip him with the improvements, and they really are improvements. The head comes off like so, hands as well, easy stuff. He can grip both of the flasks in his hand if you try hard enough, but you can try and balance them on another hand if you really want. The tail does pop in at the peg at the back. It needs a little bit of work on it since it's that rubber-ish kind of material, but it does stay on once it's there. These were some poses that I was able to quickly get without too much effort. The tail does make posing a little bit more difficult, but you can make it work. So as someone who can't really buy minifigures these days, I really do love this figure. I love the colors and how vibrant he looks in comparison to others, and I'll always be more into comic and cartoon figures than the movie figures. I think he will look great with my other Spider-Man figures. I couldn't be happier with him.